Weird investments that made people rich. Hello everybody, and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to be exploring the most fascinating stories of weird investments that ended up making people rich. So, let's see how people turned ordinary ideas into extraordinary fortunes. From Beanie Babies to pet rocks, these ventures prove that even the quirkiest concepts can lead to millions. 1. Beanie Babies. First on the list, we have the Beanie Babies. Beanie Babies was created and funded by Ty Warner in 1993 when he one day decided to make plush toys filled with beans. Back in the day, this was not very common, and ended up capturing the hearts of many during the Ty Inc. made a staggering $700 million in a single year, selling these cute companions for just $5 each. What made this investment unique along with being a little weird was Ty Warner's strategic decision to avoid selling Beanie Babies in nationwide chains like Toys R Us and Walmart. Instead, he intentionally created scarcity by focusing on small, independent stores, where some were even instructed not to sell more than a specific quantity to a single customer. This strategy led to a frenzy in the market, with some Beanie Babies commanding five-figure prices in the resale market. Over the years, Beanie Babies are estimated to have brought in nearly $6 billion for Ty Warner, who now boasts a net worth of over $2.6 billion. Pretty crazy, if you ask me. 2. The Million Dollar Homepage. The Million Dollar Homepage was founded by 21-year-old college student Alex Tu in 2005, and quickly became famous as many started to see it as a groundbreaking concept. Tu sold 1 million pixels on a website for just $1 each, effectively creating a digital billboard. To everyone's surprise, the entire ad space was sold out in a mere 4 months, thanks to media attention. This success prompted Alex Tu to drop out of college and embark on a career as a serial entrepreneur. One of his notable ventures post-Million Dollar Homepage was co-founding Calm, a meditation app that eventually became a billion-dollar unicorn startup. 3. The Snuggie. Scott Boylan, president of All Star Products, had a seemingly odd idea in 2008 of creating a blanket with sleeves, which became known as the Snuggie. This simple concept unexpectedly took off, with over 30 million Snuggies sold. And guess what? The revenue generated was more than $500 million. Yup, take a moment to digest that. The Snuggie's success can also be attributed to its clever marketing strategy, which featured commercials depicting families at sports games comfortably wrapped in Snuggies, while the unlucky others shivered in traditional coats and scarves. Interestingly, a similar product called the Slanket existed before the Snuggie, but Scott and his team's effective marketing and competitive pricing ensured that Snuggie achieved remarkable success. 4. The Slinky. The Slinky was born accidentally when naval engineer Richard James dropped a tension spring, watching it slink across the floor. However, the development of the Slinky was not instantaneous. James spent over 2 years perfecting its design, experimenting with various formulas to create the ideal slink-down-the-stairs toy he envisioned. His wife, Betty, took over the Slinky business when he moved to Bolivia to join a cult. The Slinky's popularity soared, with over 350 million units sold and profits reaching a staggering $3 billion. In fact, it was estimated that the number of Slinkies sold could circle the world over 150 times. Now this one absolutely insane. 5. The Pet Rock. The ever-iconic Pet Rock was created by Gary Dahl, an advertising executive in 1975, as a humorous response to his friends' complaints about the challenges that come with owning and caring for a pet. Dahl decided to make and sell smooth rocks as hassle-free pets, and to make things even more hilarious, he added a complete pet training manual and a pet carrier box to these pet rocks. To everyone's surprise, the Pet Rock became an instant sensation, turning into one of the most loved fads of all time and bringing in nearly $6 million for Dahl. Despite Dahl's attempts to replicate the Pet Rock's success with other ventures, including a book and a parody fitness product, none achieved the same level of remarkable success as his rock-based creation. Nonetheless, this pet rock business has to be one of the most weird, yet profitable investments of all time. 6. Furby. This electronic toy is a fusion of a hamster and an owl and became an instant sensation, dominating the market and raking in an astounding $500 million annually. But what made it so special? Well, it has to be its interactive nature and the ability to evolve its language over time, which landed Furby on countless wish lists. However, like many fads, Furby's sudden rise was followed by an equally swift fall from grace. But there is still one thing that all of us can agree on. Despite its fleeting moment in the spotlight, Furby's impact on the toy industry is undeniable. What makes this one even more interesting is how halls of the National Security Agency, NSA, were not immune to the Furby frenzy. In 1999, they issued a ban on Furby toys within their premises, expressing concerns that these seemingly innocent playthings were Chinese-manufactured spies. The idea was that these electronic critters could eavesdrop on confidential discussions related to national security. As much as this sounds outlandish, it reflects the level of paranoia and fame surrounding this toy. 7. Wacky Wall Walker. In 1985, Ken Hakuta became a millionaire thanks to a clever toy called the Wacky Wall Walker. It looked like a creature with 8 wiggly arms and could stick to walls and appear to walk down them. But Ken didn't invent the toy. He bought the rights to it from China for $100,000, which was a lot of money back then. He wanted to sell it and started with the Washington, D.C. area. At first, the toy sold slowly, but then a reporter from the Washington Post wrote about it, and suddenly everyone wanted one. In just a few months, they sold a huge 240 million Wacky Wall Walkers, and Ken made a whopping $80 million. During the craze, these fun toys even ended up in cereal boxes and made kids all over the country happy. Today, you can still buy them on big websites like Amazon and in some independent toy stores, which truly goes to show this toy is still loved even after all these years. 8. Hasbro Company. Last on the list, we have the famous toy called the Koosh Ball, which was created by a person named Scott Stillinger back in 1980. It was made to be fun to touch, not too heavy like a foam ball, and not too soft like a beanbag. A big toy company called Hasbro thought the Koosh Ball was a great idea, and in 1997, they bought it for a huge $100 million. This made the Koosh Ball even more famous, and the Time magazine called it one of the best toys ever. What's cool is that even today, you can find many different versions of the Koosh Ball to play with. In 1995, the company that first made the Koosh Ball, Odds On, happily said they sold millions and millions of these fun balls as they became extremely popular. These stories of what I would like to call unconventional success serve as a reminder that groundbreaking ideas often emerge from the unlikeliest places. They show that passion, ingenuity, and a willingness to take risks can turn the ordinary into the extraordinary. So, the next time you think of an offbeat idea, remember these stories and dare to chase your own weird. Who knows? It could be the next feature on weird investments that made people rich. This brings our video to an end. See you in the next one.